Hi students, intermediate, first year, English medium. Dear students, we are discussing the second unit. So in the second unit, cardinal and ordinal utility completed in the previous videos, and today I am going to analyze the law of diminishing marginal utility. What is the law of diminishing marginal utility? What are its assumptions and what are the limitations? So how can we analyze the law of diminishing marginal utility are the discussing topic in this video. So listen carefully. Already we know what is the cardinal utility and what is the ordinal utility. Already I discussed in previous videos also. So if you want to more information, you better to watch the previous videos. What is the cardinal and what is the ordinal? Here, the cardinal utility. First of all, going to discuss the. Let me analyze the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, so this is the discussing topic today. Here, the law of diminishing marginal utilities depends upon the cardinal utility. Okay. The law of diminishing marginal utility depends upon the cardinal utility. What is the cardinal utility? So, when we analyze the law of diminishing marginal utility, before we want to discuss the cardinal utility. What is the cardinal utility? Why should we analyze the cardinal utility? The law of diminishing marginal utility based on the cardinal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility based on the cardinal utility. Let me explain. The law of diminishing marginal utility. Say here, the law of simple cut. Law of diminishing marginal utility was introduced by H.H. Gaussian. The law of diminishing marginal utility was introduced by H.H. Gaussian in 1854. The first introducer was H.H. Gaussian. Try to understand. The first introducer was H.H. Gaussian in 1854. So, according to H.H. Gaussian, what he says that the goods and services which we can use again and again, the deriving satisfaction can be derived, the successive unit will be increases. That is the main concept of the Gaussians. Okay. So, the law of diminishing marginal utility was introduced by H.H. Gaussian. He was only the introducer. What is the introducer? The concept introducer, only the H.H. Gaussian. What he said? The utility or the satisfaction which we can derive from the goods and services that can be will be diminished. The satisfaction that can be diminished when the successive unit will be increases. So, if the number of quantity increases, the deriving satisfaction will be diminished. So, this is the concept of H.H. Gaussian. Okay, but here the law of diminishing marginal utility was developed by Alfred Marshall. Simple. The law of diminishing marginal utility was developed by Alfred Marshall. Understand? Introducer only the H.H. Gaussian. Developed by Alfred Marshall. So he was the introducer. So the Alfred Marshall was proved the concept of H.H. Gaussian in the law of diminishing marginal utility with the help of cardinal utility. cardinal utility was introduced only the Alfred Marshall. H.S. Gasson was not the introducer, the cardinal, only the introducer, the concept introducer. The concept was developed by, the concept was analyzed by, the concept was proved by Alfred Marshall with the help of cardinal utility. So the concept which was introduced, the concept was developed by Alfred Marshall with the help of his cardinal utility. Okay, so let me analyze what is the cardinal utility. So that's why I can say the law of diminishing marginal utility is based on the cardinal utility. Okay, so the cardinal utility is one of the brick of the law of diminishing marginal utility. What is the cardinal utility? First of all, let me analyze. Suppose you can use the goods and services. Not only goods and services will be also give the satisfaction. Goods and services both will give the satisfaction. For example, if you take the A good or if you take the M services, the goods and services which we can use, that can be measured in terms of numerical values or numbers are called cardinal. Okay, here for example, when we use the A good, you get the 20 units or utils, what am 20 units are utils of satisfaction. When we use the services, you can get 30 units of satisfaction. Suppose I am lecturing. When I am lecturing, how much satisfaction you are going to derive? For example, 30. Suppose when we use the A good, the A good will give us 20 utils. For example, 20 utils of satisfaction. How, sir? How can we measure the satisfaction? How can we measure the utility? Actually, we can't measure the utility. No one can measure. But according to Alfred Marshall says that the T will give us 20 utils of satisfaction. How, sir? How can we say? Actually, we can't measure. No one can measure. But according to Alfred Marshall, let us assume that the utility can be measurable. Utility means satisfaction. Isn't it? Utility, satisfaction. So, what we derived from the goods and services, that can be measured. So, T will give us 20 utils of satisfaction. For example, M means, for example, M good, M services. For example, X cinema. X cinema will give us 30 utils of satisfaction. Is it? So, the goods and services which we derive from the goods and services that can be measured in terms of numerical values is called cardinal utility. Cardinal utility. How? Actually, we can't measure. No one can measure. Suppose when I take the banana, can you say how much satisfaction can you get? No. When you take the tea, can you say how much satisfaction you are getting from after taking the good and services? No. No one can measure. But according to Alfred Marshall, let us assume, ఊహించుకోండి, let us assume that the goods and services which we can derive, the satisfaction can be measured in terms of numericals. Numerical values are called cardinal. The numericals satisfaction is called cardinal. Okay, so it is a psychological fact. For example, if you go to the science will be proved in the laboratory, but it is a psychological fact. Who one can measure? Who one can prove it? No. Psychology, no one can prove it. But according to Alfred Marshall, he tried a attempt. So we are also one of the step to measure one of the step to prove the law of diminishing marginal utility. That's why he taken the cardinal utility. Cardinal utility. So the cardinal utility is depends upon the diminishing marginal utility. So the law of diminishing marginal utility, simple, introduced only the H.S. Gasson and developed by Alfred Marshall. So according to here, whatever you take goods and services, that can be measured in terms of numbers. Here, what is the concept of diminishing marginal utility? What is the concept of diminishing marginal utility? It means when the goods and services, try to understand, goods and services increases, then the goods and services you want to use more and more, the getting satisfaction is called utility. The satisfaction is utility goes on decreases. Decreases is called diminishing. What is the diminishing? Utility diminishing. When the utility diminishes means goods and services increases. When the stock of the goods and services increases, the deriving satisfaction will be goes on decreases. Decreases is called diminishing marginal utility. Okay, let us take an example how we can analyze or how can it diminishing marginal utility will be appear. Let us analyze too. See here, we want to prove the diminishing marginal utility. How can the marginal utility will be diminished? For example, here units here, and it is a utility. Units and utility. For example, if a person taking the first good or services, when the person is taking the one good, the person is getting, for example, 40 units of satisfaction. Is getting 40 units or utils, probably I can say units, for units of satisfaction. When the unit number of unit increases to 2, the units increases, automatically the deriving satisfaction is goes on decreased. What happened here? The previous one gives us 40 utils of satisfaction. The second one gives us only 30 utils of satisfaction. Units or utils, units of satisfaction. See here. And the third one gives us 20 utils of satisfaction. Units or utils. 20 units of satisfaction. And fourth one will give us 10 utils of satisfaction. 10 units, and fifth one it will give 5, and the sixth one it will give 0. What is happening here? If the number of units increases, simple, the number of units increases, the deriving satisfaction is goes on decreases. Decreases is called diminishing. Decreases is called diminishing. What is the decreasing? Utility decreases. Which utility? Additional utility. What is the additional? For example, the first one gives us 40. When we take the another one, the another is called marginal. The marginal good or services will give us a marginal satisfaction. What is the marginal satisfaction? 30. The first one 40, the marginal, the second one will give 30, and the next is the marginal is 20. So the giving marginal satisfaction is goes on decreases. Diminishing. What is the diminishing? Marginal utility was diminishing. Okay, so diminishing marginal utility. So here, when the person use the sixth good and services, the getting satisfaction will become 0. సార్ ఇక్కడ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో 5 లో 0 ఉంది, ఇక్కడ 6 లో 0 ఉంది, మన ఇష్టం ఎక్కడైనా చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇక్కడ 5 దగ్గరనే 0 పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. మనం చేసుకునే దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది. నెంబర్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ కూడా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, 0 పెట్టాలని రూల్ లేదు, 5 తీసుకోవాలని ఏమీ లేదు, ఇక్కడ కూడా చేసుకోవచ్చు మనం. ఓకే, సో ఇదే చూపిస్తాను. సో వెన్ ఈ గెటింగ్ ద ఫిఫ్త్ goods and services will give us 0 units of satisfaction. మొదట ఇంట్రెస్ట్ గా తీసుకుంటున్నాడు, సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది, ఆ తర్వాత తక్కువ ఉంది, ఆ తర్వాత తక్కువ ఉంది, ఆ తర్వాత ఇంకా తగ్గిపోయి 0. సో నో నీడ్స్ టు వాంట్స్ another satisfaction. It is enough. So the number of goods increases, the deriving satisfaction is goes on decreases. Okay, so when we use the sixth, it will become negative 0 or 5, and it is a seventh, it is a 10. What is going on here? The deriving satisfaction is goes on decreases. Here goes to the minus values. Okay, so this is a marginal. Marginal means additional. Marginal utility. How, sir? How can we analyze the marginal utility? See here, marginal utility. What is the marginal utility? Marginal utility is equal to, delta Tu by delta Q. This is units means Q, quantity. What may be? You may take units or quantity. What may be? Quantity, goods and services. Okay, Q. Here delta Tu by and delta Q. So what is the delta? Changes in total utility. Changes in quantity. Changes in total utility by changes in quantity. Let me analyze here. This is quantity. Okay, are units. Then here total utility. This is Tu and this is Mu. Okay, then next here, how can we analyze the or find out the total utility? Total utility means the first one gives us 40 utils of satisfaction. The second one gives us 30 utils of satisfaction. So first one gives 40 and the second one 30. 40 plus 30, how much? 70. 70 plus 20, 90. 90 plus 10, 100. 100 plus 0, same 100. 100 minus 5, 95. 95, 10, 85. So the total satisfaction, total utility, the total utility, when we add the two marginal utilities 40, 50, 30, 70 and 30, 20, 90. Okay, so this is the way of the total utility. And how can we measure the marginal utility? Marginal means additional. Marginal means additional. For example, if you want the marginal utility, total utility, see here, changes. Delta means changes total utility by quantity. Formula is delta Tu by delta Q. Delta Tu means here delta Tu Mu is equal to delta Tu means 70 minus 40 by 2 minus 1 delta Q. 2 minus 1 is equal to 30 by 1. So the 30 by 1 is equal to 30. See here, this is 30. So how can we find out the marginal utility? Means delta Tu by the changes in total utility by changes in quantity. Changes in total utility by, formula is delta Tu means changes in total utility by changes in quantity. We can find out the marginal utility. Okay, so this is the way of the presentation of here law of diminishing. Diminishing means decreases. What is the decreases? Marginal utility is decreases. So diminishing marginal utility. Once again you observe here. This is a here increasing, this is increasing, and here maximum, here decreases, decreasing. Okay, and here decreases, 0, negative. Here 3 stages are there. Increasing, total utility increases, and second stage maximized, then decreasing stage. Here decreasing 40, 30, 20, 10 decreases. So when 0 and negative values. And observe here carefully, when the total utility maximized, the marginal utility will become 0. When the total utility maximized, once again, total utility maximized, marginal utility 0. When total utility increases but the marginal utility decreases. When the total utility decreases, the marginal utility goes to the negative values. Okay, so this is the law of diminishing marginal utility. So the law of diminishing marginal utility is based on the cardinal utility. So students, so this is the first part. సో మనం ఇంకా ఎక్కువగా చెప్తే టైం చాలా లాగ్ అవుతుంది, అందుకని ఇంకొక పార్ట్లో నెక్స్ట్ మనం దీని కంటిన్యూషన్ పార్ట్ని మనం డిస్కషన్ చేసుకుందాం. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ.